Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Nebraska Cornhuskers and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
It is a beautiful day, but I can tell you it is very cold down here on the field. I see a lot of players putting their hands by the heaters. There's a lot of heaters set up here on the sideline. We'll see how that impacts the game. Keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly, I know you're out in the elements. Keep an eye on that. So Michigan's offense has the ball first today. And let's take a look at this dynamic young guy, Andrew Marsh. Every time he gets a chance to make a play, the entire stadium holds its breath.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The three of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff Awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the next one.
And that's not a surprise who made that play. And this is just the opening drive, but we're going to hear his name a lot. He flies all over the field, shows up in the run, shows up in the pass. Big-time playmaking linebacker that every time you turn on the tape, you see him flying around.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Hits inside. It's Marshall. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. So Nebraska's offense will now get its first chance with the football. And finding space to throw the football against this secondary will be a challenge.
And this talented guy out wide, man, for this offense, he has had his way this season. This will be the biggest challenge for him. And what's the answers on that side? What do they present? Nobody's really been able to stop him, and he's going to get his. But, Palmer, how do they limit the damage, and how do they maybe focus on him and make others beat you?
Well, they talked to us this week on defense, and they said, look, we want to play zone as much as we can. We need to bracket him as often as possible in and out, but we know he's going to line up in different spots, so obviously we've got to communicate. The one thing the quarterback told us this week is, I don't care where he lines up, and I don't care who they cover him with, if it's 1 or 2 guys, I'm still throwing him the football because I know he is going to make plays.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Working that left side now. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Calandria. Grab behind the line. It's Ives. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. The Huskers line it up with a 1st and goal. Finds his target. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down to the air. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. About to have the 9th snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run it in. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting the hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Underwood. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. He'll be stopped at the 15. It'll be a 1st down, and this defense misses an opportunity to keep them backed up close to the goal line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They go play action. Bryce Underwood finds a tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
They give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. They pull him down, but he's got enough. It'll be a 1st down for this offense. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Calandria. Makes the grab on the left. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Out wide right, it's Hunter. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Gonna take a shot. What a grab along the right sideline for the huge play. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period, first down here. Fresh set of downs going up top. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
And they finally lift the lid. Man, I didn't know if we were going to be 0-0 going into the half, going into the fourth quarter. The offense finally puts a drive together, breaks that seal. Excited to see now if this opens things up, calms people down, and lets them have a little more success.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the catch, it's Hansen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off play action on first down. It's complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Ives. Got the first down. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. And the Huskers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Stopped right there.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-bodied guys that you know can win in contested situations.
Makes the grab. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up fourth and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Throwing, Underwood. Got a man. It's Marsh. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
And the Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Drives inside. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Underwood on the play action. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Moving the pocket, it's Calandria. Finds his big tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. That'll be enough to move the chains, and it'll also take us to the 2-minute timeout. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Flips it out to the back. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. That touch pass went nowhere, stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this one ought to be nice and easy, a 22-yard attempt. It's good, easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The handoff. Breaks into the open. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll run it. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Underwood. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Hauls it in. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Rush right in his face. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Play action with Underwood. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out wide left, it's Marshall. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. We're just about ready to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking for a man. It's Calandria. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Huskers will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And the RPO got him. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a first down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Fires quickly. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sets his feet. It's Calandria. They're all over him. Fires into the end zone. Going for the touchdown. Couldn't make the connection, but this flag will be against the defense. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. They'll try the left side. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keep. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't load the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. He's not quite going to get there. They'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Fires left. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the 2nd half to throw any completions.
Now on the counter. He's past the sticks. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fired in there, but incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
And they may have caught the defense napping there a little bit, David, maybe expecting pass on that 3rd down, but because of the back's effort now, fresh set of downs.
And it's so nice to have a guy that you can give the football on these 3rd down situations and feel confident you're going to continue to move the sticks.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
They're going back to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Huskers will call on their punt team. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Calandria. Right side, it's Ives. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Cornhuskers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Play fake, Underwood. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Underwood to throw. And he gets rid of it.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's 4th down. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more quarter to play. It looks as if we are ready to go here in the 4th. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hands to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. pulls and throws off the RPO. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. And the Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, going to throw it. Incomplete, a 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Just keep slinging it quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense, because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So the defense has kept them in it. The offense hasn't done anything, but there's still time if they get going now. This time on target. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
The Wolverines have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Throwing, Underwood, looking down the middle. Just gets rid of that one.
We're losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off and make some plays for this offense.
They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Red pass, it's complete. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Hands it off on the counter. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Cornhuskers have pushed it inside the 20. The give on the counter. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Never a doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. What looking for running room. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's taking the deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. The defender got a little desperate there. Grabbed, held, and the offense will take the penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Underwood. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree.